Gentlemen, King Solomon did not have 700 women because he was rich. King Solomon did not have 700 women because he was famous. King Solomon has 700 women because he understood his kingdom. He understood his structure. He understood his assignment. And I'm here tonight to tell you the shift that Solomon walked in is the same shift that is happening right now in your life and in your household and in your kingdom. There's two parts of this scripture that I want to go into, with King Solomon having 700 wives or women, and the good part of the overabundance of women that he had, and also his downfall with the 700 women. When you come into this space of overabundance, of non-lack, you yourself of moral character have to be strong mentally and physically, because what you're searching after is sometimes going to deter you from what is most important to you. We can see it from Adam when he came in contact with Eve when she was led by the serpent. We also see it with Abraham, who was one of the weakest men in the Bible and regarding women or his wife. He did whatever his wife wanted him to do. So when we come into what God has given us, and sometimes what God has given us can put us in a bad situation or it can put us in a good situation. But the moral of the story with Solomon having 700 women is that his mind, his whole structure was abundance. Right now, fellas, you're operating in lack. Anybody that's making fun of 700 women is operating in lack and not seeing the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that once you tap into your God power, once you tap into your kingdom, there is no limit of what you could have. When I look at this story with Solomon and his 700 wives, I look at a story of a man building a business and empire structure. Yes, some of those women were not in line with his beliefs in God and his belief in his God. They deterred him from his belief in God and brought him to their belief in their God, which is why God had gotten upset with him. I want to read you this scripture, and it starts at 1 Kings 11, verses 2-3. Of the nations concerning which Jehovah said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go among them, neither shall thy come among you, for you surely will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon claved unto these in love, and he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. So whatever that we're going after, we should be strong enough not to let what we chase or what we have conquered or the abundance that God has given us to lead us away from our moral, our character, and what we believe in. This is what Solomon had gotten wrong. What he gotten wrong was his 700 wives. That wasn't wrong. That wasn't in the wrong eyesight of God. What was wrong was that he started serving those gods of those women from other countries, from other religions, from other spiritualists. Fellas, I just want to tell you, I just want to leave you with this. There is no lack in this world when you tap in to what you needed, your kingdom structure, your God structure. When you tap into your God, overabundance is out there. Solomon has 700 wives. Solomon had all the gold, all the silver in the world. He was one of the richest men because he knew that his God put his people first. And if he had Solomon over them, Solomon needed to know how to structure, how to order them, how to rule them. And that pleased God's heart. So God rained out abundance. With David, it was the opposite. It was a whole nother situation. David was a warrior. David, he was a fighter. He wasn't worried about rulership. He was worried about protection and fighting out the enemy. But he still found get favor in God's heart, even when he took Uriah's wife and put Uriah on the front line. Fellas, I want you to tap into your abundance.